The volcano in Iceland may cause more flight delays and cancellations across Europe. So let's go right to NBC's Stephanie Gosk, who's in London with the very latest. Let's get the update. How are things looking, Stephanie? Good morning.
Good morning, Alex. This is going to be potentially bad news for business travelers, tourists, and, of course, the airlines. Today, the Department of Transport here in the UK announced that they may have to close airport airspace in the UK over the next 3 days, starting tomorrow until Tuesday. Now, I stress that they're saying at this point that they may have to close the airports. The winds have shifted. There could be unsafe conditions starting tomorrow. Keep in mind also, too, that the minister that is at the head of the Department of Transport just got into his position. I mean, this is a brand new government. He's only been there for days. And he's now threatening to close the airports again. I mean, this country, as well as most of Europe and places around the world, were reeling over those 5 days of closures in April. And in some places, still recovering from them, just barely getting over them. And now some signs that that ash cloud is shifting again and could cause even more disruptions. It is not going to come as good news for any of the airlines, but particularly British Airways. They have a tough week coming up. Their cabin crew union has been threatening to strike. The first of those strikes begins on Tuesday. Alex?
Okay, so at what point are they going to make the decision, Stephanie? Have they given themselves a time frame within which to call things out or not?
They haven't. And you'll remember that last month when all of this happened, it was this kind of rolling decision. You know, they said, all right, we're closing the airport. It'll be closed at least until 10 a.m. And then they would come back and say, well, no, actually, it'll be the following day at least until 3 p.m. Right now, all they're saying is that they may have to close the airports, that their primary concern is the safety of passengers. And if they have to do it, they are going to. But this is just a warning for travelers and for airlines. Alex?
Yeah, not a welcome heads up at all, but thank you for that, Stephanie Gosk.